Hello everybody, Pac-Man Demon here. Gonna start a new game. Excuse me, not continue. Here we go. Atari. We are going to play this game as per some requests. I've had a couple of requests on this one. This one will take a long time. So just to let you know, it is a great storyline. I liked it. It's almost as good as the storyline from the one from Knights of the Old Republic. Knights of the Old Republic, I should say. And we're gonna do this one. Of course, I'll give you guys the intro here, let you enjoy it. I cannot use my face in this one because it will cover up the picture, so it's kind of not worth it. For those of you that enjoy RPGs, this is a fantastic game, by the way. Love this game. And it's even better when you can get someone to direct connect with you. Play the main game or something. Multiplayer mode. It's fantastic. This guy's pretty brave. When I was a kid, I watched this fight. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I wanted to be like a game designer. Never turned out. I actually became an economic person. So I'm an economist. In the gut. We are playing Neverwinter Nights. Such a good game. It really is. It is kind of open world. There are limitations as far as how wide the world goes and whatnot, but I would say that this game is fantastic as an older game. Definitely nostalgic. So we're going to start a new game. I've already created a new character. The only problem is I need to start him off correctly. And quite frankly, we'll select a pre-made character here. I have some mods on here. You can find a whole bunch of mods on like neverwinternights.com, or even Google it. You can find a bunch. There's a whole list of them. And some mods are better than others, obviously. But you know, you make that judgment as you go, figure it out yourself if you have this game. So we're gonna do Revan Shadowmane here. He is a ranger. A human silverkin. Silverkin would be the mix between dragon and human. I'm not sure how that would work, but somehow it does. And we're gonna just make sure that he is starting off correctly.
What can I do for you?
Basically, I want to minimize the fact that we don't. In order to get enough money to buy anything, you have to literally gather almost every single thing in the game that's worth selling. And that's just not worth it. So I'm going to give him enough money to do whatever. We'll do basic store, get rid of some things here that we don't need. Start him off right. We will keep that. Let's see here. But anyways, we will use this. I won't use that though, or that. Okay, so let's see. As far as armor, a ranger is either light or medium armor. It's always wise to give him leather, studded leather. It's a good combination for him. A nice cloak would be good, something kind of keep him somewhat hidden from all the troubles of the world, I should say. You will be running into a lot of problems. I have the difficulty on the hardest, so let's go ahead and do. As far as a weapon for him, he has the ability to use a bastard sword. And we will give him a shield. I think we'll give him a large shield is what we'll do. There we go. And then, of course, he's going to need a bow and arrow, right? Well, he's got the arrows, but he needs a bow. So we'll get a longbow for him. Put that in the second slot. We'll put the health in the third slot. This will be rapid shot. And this is a good good feature to have, actually. I will put this in slot 5, though. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, here we go. Do that one. Okay. So he's pretty much got everything he needs. He's got plenty of money, and that'll last him for the rest of this entire game. And there are literally 4 chapters. There's Prelude, which is kind of a short chapter. It's kind of like your precursor to everything. And then there's chapters 1 through 3. And all of them have their specialness and, I guess, backstory. 2, 3. 3 of those. Those will be good. Okay. Now we are set, pretty much. So our ranger Revan here. And of course I give him a hood. He looks fantastic. Looks cool. He's a ranger. We will now go to the, if I can click on it, there we go. Bioware campaigns, and we'll start it from the Prelude. And of course there's the entire story from behind that. So we'll just watch a quick movie on what's happened so far. As soon as it loads up, of course. Here we go.
The Frozen North, the name given to the stark and unforgiving frontier that lies beyond the high moor of Faerun. A bleak wilderness where barbarian clans and tribes of giants roam the land and fierce dragons rule the skies. But amidst the frozen savagery stands a bastion of civilization, the city of Neverwinter, Jewel of the North. Behind the city's high walls, those both hardy and brave carve out an existence from this bleak land under the guidance and protection of the legendary hero, Lord Nasher Alagonda. Yet there are some things that all the courage in the world cannot stand against. A virulent plague swept the city, a terrible affliction that began in the beggar's nest. Soon, all of Neverwinter would feel the touch of the Wailing Death. The disease could not be cured. Panic ensued. The streets erupted into violence. The Jewel of the North was brought to its knees. To save Neverwinter, Lady Aribeth de Tilmarand, Paladin of Tyr, and Lord Nasher's right hand put forth the call for a champion. A rush of would-be heroes answered her call, some drawn by promises of grandeur and glory, others by the lure of gold. Those with the greatest potential were initiated into the academy to train and study under the greatest minds of Neverwinter, all in the hopes a champion might emerge to save the city from the Wailing Death, and whatever sinister force might be behind it.
Dun dun dun. Okay. So, now we're going to go right into the academy. And here, I actually... Now, obviously, I have this kind of set up in the way that it is. You know, you can look at your character sheet here. It's a very much a D&D version game. Based off of D&D 3.5, pretty much. but it's a computerized version of that. So you have pretty much control of the camera all around that, and you start out in the academy, right here in your very own room where you can find stuff. But I'm not going to worry about picking up anything because I already have what I need, essentially. This guy talks. I will surpass certain things because other people... This is like a training course, essentially. And kind of teach you how to play the game and whatnot. So I am going to bypass a lot of talking in certain areas. But other pieces, you guys want to hear. And we definitely want that. Every little bit helps, right? What's fun about this, actually, come to think of it, yeah, we'll go ahead and talk to him. Why not?
Finally, you're up. I was afraid you were going to sleep all day. I guess the instructors work you pretty hard here at the academy.
Yeah, you tell me.
My name's Pavel. I'm one of the new recruits. I just arrived here at the academy this morning.
Yes, I am Revan Shadowmane. Thank you. Is it true what they say about you? The Lady of Erebeth herself ordered the academy to send you an invitation to come here for training. Yes, that would be so. Never heard of anyone being invited to train at the academy before. Usually people are begging to get in. This would be a great honor for you. Honestly, who cares about honor? It just came because of a sense of potential for real profit. Right. We are chaotic good. I have made that choice as to be a chaotic good, so I make my own laws, essentially. I base it off of my own judgment, not by the judgment of... I'm not a lawful person, so... Anyways. Really? Okay. So the city is quarantined when this plague hit, so nobody's allowed in or out until this matter is resolved, essentially. So not to be short, but I am going to say I'm not really interested in chatting with you at this moment because we have a lot to cover. So yeah, maybe. Alright, now, certain part of this game, you actually do have to talk to certain people in order to progress, at least
I saw you talking to my brother Pavel. My name is Bim. If you want, I can give you a short tutorial on adventuring.
No, thank you. I already know how to do that. Played this game before. I am playing it for the mere fact that others may have not ever played it, and for the enjoyment of others to watch. And to watch me die, and all that good stuff. There are also some ways that I can adjust my attributes, maybe for the sake of just continuing on, just in case I do get stuck at a certain point, so I may cheat once or twice, who knows.
Hello there! Come to get yourself some supplies from old Olga, have you? Good idea. Can't have you wandering about the streets naked. Might give the Academy a bad name.
I don't know, it sounds like a good idea to me. Started having no trouble maintaining control as it is. Plague bodies piled a dozen deep in the gutters. Yeah. Nasty. Some equipment for you. Ranger like you might find it handy in completing your training. Okay. And I already know how to work my inventory. No.
Oh, this might be a good time to teach you how to use the stores in the game.
Actually, I'm gonna bypass this and say, no, I don't need to know. But yes, I would like to see your inventory. So, he gave us a free change shirt. He usually does that every time. Unless you're a wizard, there is a number of different other options for classes. I chose Ranger because that was the main one. Now, studded leather armor, you can right-click it and view kind of what things are and whatnot. This gives me a base armor of 3, and depending on my dexterity, I obviously have 16. So, This one here, still have a dexterity of 4, base armor goes up 1. So this would be more beneficial than my studded leather. And then my armor becomes 17. See? There's the AC. So, that's kind of how it plays out. That's how we're going to go about doing this. And you could look through the other options. He's got a whole list of things I could use. Speaking of which, I got to make sure that I can use... what are my feats? You can look at your feats and kind of double check to make sure. Since I'm a ranger, I have a favorite enemy of goblins. So any goblins I run into, I have a better chance of defeating them than any other opponent. Weapon proficiency, martial, and simple. Okay, so I do not have... Interesting. Never mind, I don't have that feat. Wait, what did I use then? Combat casting, dual wield, jump, rapid shot. That's the one I took. Okay, well, I have the wrong sword, dang it.
Welcome back.
Yeah, let me see what you got. Put this back, because I won't be able to use it. I mean, I could, but it would be at a negative. Let's just use a longsword. Still do just fine. Longsword we can use. I can dual wield, but I'd rather prefer to have a shield because my AC is not that high, so it's not that great. Alright, now that we did that part, let's move on, shall we? So this is the academy. You can travel just about anywhere, pretty much, that it's allowed to travel.
Nobody walks away!
Right. Anyways, we talked to this guy.
It's about time you showed up, recruit. My name is Revan. As far as your hide is concerned, you can just call me sir.
Yeah, no I won't. Teach you recruits some tips on combat technique so you maggots don't get gutted out there in the real world. Well, I am a veteran, sir. I know what I'm doing, so I already know everything I need to know about combat. So, not interested. I know you're giving me another chance, but I'm not interested. Thank you. So, yeah. He's asking to go speak, assistance, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to go ahead. You basically walk over here. You can talk to this Dendy dude, but go ahead and just start fighting this dude.
My steel will strike true.
Now that I have my shield out, my AC is 19. So, keep that in mind. Shield helps out quite a bit. There we go.
Talk to Hewitt to continue your test.
See, I didn't even talk to you, and yet I still completed the test. We're good. Okay. Now, this one here, we're going to go to here, and we're going to go ahead and take these arrows, because it's always better to have more arrows than none. We're going to take out our bow and arrow, and we're going to shoot the target. And I totally missed. What the crap? Oh, you suck. Oh my goodness. Twice? Oh, that's a waste.
Nice shot.
There we go.
I guess congratulations are in order. You passed the combat trial and completed your basic training. Your days at the academy are finally over.
Yay! If you can hurry, you can join the other academy graduates in the South Assembly Hall. Lady Airbeth is there bestowing blessings on everyone who has completed basic training. Now I'm going to say goodbye, but you could ask a bunch of questions and he would tell you as much as he knows. At this point, we're already kind of far into it. I'm going to actually stop it right here in this point and save it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.